Hi there, YouTube fans. It's Matt of Post April 6th YouTube channel. I'm on Colorado Boulevard and 6th Avenue, actually North Colorado Boulevard. And I am now heading to Trader Joe's to get me some groceries. Yeah. I just finished my work at the grocery store that I work at, and now, as most people have already realized, I am heading to Trader Joe's to get some groceries there that I can't get at my job. Yeah, I'm gonna get some good stuff. And today is one of the warmest days we've had so far. It is, oh goodness, at least 70 degrees, and earlier it was like 83, 80, somewhere between 83 and 85. Whatever it was pretty warm. Pretty warm for sure. And, well, things are coming along to help me overcome the crisis that I spoke about in my previous vlog. So, all I can say for now is just please stay tuned. There's gonna be more. You just watch. Hi, YouTube fans. This is Matt on day 2. Yeah, I'm sorry that I did not finish up yesterday. I just got home and I needed to eat a good dinner, and I just really needed to unwind because I was doing a lot of register work, and I mean a lot. And I'm also thinking quite heavily about a problem I got to resolve with the Social Security Administration, which is in the works. Like I've said in my previous vlog, it's going to be that I'm going to have a meeting strictly for the purpose of reinstatement. And what I will be getting per month, I better not say that on this YouTube. On my YouTube channel vlogs, I better not. That could make the Social Security Administration quite upset, and they may have to give me a very stern warning, or worse than that. I don't want to find out, so I can't say a word. Well, here's what was going on today. Today was my day off at work, and what I did was I woke up around 10:41 approximately, after getting a really good night's sleep. And then what I did was I went into the kitchen and I proceeded to do the dishwashing that I needed to get done, so that I could then, after the dishwashing was completed, make myself the 3-3-H breakfast, which is actually, it's the 4-3-H breakfast, which consists of 4 strips of nice breakfast sausage by BOULEVARD sausage, which is very good breakfast sausage, and 3 eggs. And these eggs aren't just any old eggs. They're nice white eggs that I got at Trader Joe's yesterday. And then I browned some hash browns. And after I got that done, and I took my medications that I'm supposed to take, and I then did a few things really quickly, and then after that I had to get showered and shaved and ready to start the day. After I got showered and shaved and dressed, I went over to my computer desk so I could update my personal expense report and update the business expense report. And then I got some other things done, and then I hear a knock on the door. And what it is it's an annual inspection that is required by management. One is the property manager, and the other individual is a maintenance repairman that works on the property. And they just did a smoke alarm test, and the manager just gave a glance into the kitchen, make sure everything is fine. And if there was something wrong, she would have said something to me. And then she proceeded to go to the other units to get the inspections completed. And let's see what was going on with me. Oh yeah, then eventually what I had to do was I called the Colorado Department of Revenue, and it wasn't about my tax refund. It was about my sales tax report, because see, I had to amend that. Whoa, I had to get out of somebody's way. A guy was driving by on a bicycle. Okay, so anyways, what I did was after I was on hold for probably about an hour, a customer service and tax examiner, so to speak, got on the line, and he proceeded to show me step by step on how to amend and file the return. You know, for everything that occurred between January 1st, 2025 and December 31st. You know, the whole fiscal year. Or the whole calendar year, actually. And then after that was done, I printed out the documents that I needed to keep for my records in case there's ever a question. And then I through archive.org. It was a VHS that was uploaded, and what was uploaded was Basic Instinct, the original Basic Instinct that came out in 1992, with Sharon Stone, Michael Douglas, and that Dennis Ardent character, and the man named George, who has sort of a German last name, the big heavyset guy who was called Haas, or no, he was called Gus. That's right, he was called Gus. And also Janine Triplehorn, who played the psychiatrist, the counselor for the police department. And I got to see most of it until it got to the point where it was after Gus had been violently stabbed to death in the elevator. Michael Douglas, who played Detective Curran character, got the gun away from Gus, and he's doing the police protection procedures or law enforcement protection procedures, because you know he's worried somebody's gonna come lunging out and violently attack him or shoot him. I mean, he has to do that. That's a policeman's job to do something like that. And he gets into a showdown with her character name was Elizabeth Garner or Beth Garner, And, well, I'm not going to say anything else because by then I'm giving the whole movie away. Can't do that. And then I did some other things at home. And finally, after I had left, no, I take that back. I hadn't left yet. But what I did before I left to go to the post office, I used a nice magic marker and some media post blanks to, where you can do your own painting or your own drawing for the only postcard designs you choose to design yourself. And I made up some ones to promote post April 6th, the YouTube channel. And when I ran out of the last 3 I had, I used just some index cards, and I drew on my own with flare pins and got everything addressed to the people I wanted to send them to. Then I went to the post office. And then what I did after I came back, I was just like, I want to go to Twist and Shout Records. I want to go. I just got to go. I need to unwind. So what I did was, so I keep looking over this way because I'm looking for the bus. I got a lift ride to Twist and Shout Records, because you see, I did that strictly for the purpose, and I chose the cheapest ride I could get through Uber and Lyft, and it was Lyft. So I could go to Twist and Shout Records and look before they closed. And then what I did was I wanted a tattered cover, and I bought a nice little postcard. And then what I did was just a second. And then after I was done at tattered cover, and I bought the postcard, I walked to Chef Zorba's to have a nice cheeseburger and French fries. And believe me, that cheeseburger was pretty good. It wasn't a mushroom burger, it wasn't a Cali burger, or it wasn't a patty melt. It was just a cheeseburger with fries. And it was good. And I drank some Coca-Cola while I was eating away at all my food, and after I ate everything and cleaned my plate. Then what I did was I walked to just a couple doors down, over to Congress Park Market, and I looked for some cough syrup and some coffee that was, K-Cup, K-Pod. They didn't have any of those. So I just politely left, and I walked from there over to this location. Whole Foods. Yep, Whole Foods. And while I was in there, I looked at several cough syrups because I'm still suffering from my cough. It's not as bad as it was, but it's still annoying. I have to go now. So stay tuned. Okay, I am back home now. Okay, back to what I was discussing before the bus arrived. While I was in Whole Foods, not only did I look at the cough syrup, and I looked at like 3 different ones. No, actually 4 different ones. I decided on the one that was the least expensive, and after thoroughly looking at the ingredients, I think it's the most effective. It was a little less than $13. And I bought that. And I picked out a Island blend. It's a Whole Foods related brand, or 360 day 365 or 365 days Whole Foods created K-Pod blend. It's medium to light, and I think I'm going to enjoy it. And I got a 10-pack of those K-Pods, and I also got some ketchup that I've been looking for over a couple of years. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go get it and I'm going to demonstrate it. Here's what it is. It's Elevation Ketchup All Natural Restaurant Style. You used to be, the only way you had access to this before I found it for sale at Whole Foods was you went to an actual restaurant and you put it on whatever it was that you were eating, that like a burger or something else, that if you didn't eat it, have ketchup on it, or if it was onion rings or French fries, to dip those in ketchup. It wasn't gonna, the French fries and the onion rings and the burger weren't going to taste quite like you wanted them to, and they weren't going to have very good taste. Well, some French fries are so good that you eat them raw, and they still taste pretty good, but they don't quite have that magic, that extra additive to that ketchup would have. That enhancement. And anyways. What happened is right after I get on the bus, I get on, and a little after Colorado Boulevard, a boss that I used to work with at an old, at the old location of the grocery store I used to work at, that was owned by Kroger, that was on East Hampden and Monaco. She doesn't work there anymore. She transferred to another store, and she's on the one on South Colorado Boulevard in about Exposition, because that store that she's working at now is going to move to East Arkansas and South Colorado Boulevard, and it's going to be a much bigger, much nicer, much more modern store where there's going to be a lot more sales. And not only that, they're going to have what's called a fuel center, where people can buy gasoline and possibly diesel fuel. Okay, so her and I chatted just a little bit, and I really didn't want to bother her because she was needing to unwind, and she was looking at stuff on her smartphone, and then she got off on Monaco to go take a bus to her house. Anyways, I kept going on Alameda until I got to South Quebec. And I get off on South Quebec, and I wait there for about 10 minutes. And I catch the 73 that gets me just a little past East Hampden, and which is actually Jefferson Drive and or Jefferson Avenue and South Quebec, and that gets me to my apartment. And the apartment that I'm in is the beginning of the deep south of the Denver metro area. Yes, it's where the deep south starts because it's so far south from the north. Just a second. I got home a little after 10 p.m., somewhere between 10 o'clock and about 10 after 10. And after I put the groceries away and I took the cough syrup, I fed my kitty because she was hungry. She hadn't eaten probably at least 3 hours. She was hungry. And I fed her some cat food. And then hold on. Oh yeah, I pulled up, and I can't play any of this back because if I do, YouTube is going to send me a nasty email saying that I violated copyright rules. But I can talk about it. It's the third album that Chicago put out. It came out in January of 1971. And there's some really, really good stuff on there. One of them is several songs put together, and it would be, if it was an LP, it'd be on side. It'd mostly be on side 2, and the last part, it's on. If it was on an LP, it would be on side 4. It's called Elegy, and there's a lot of good guitar jamming in there. I mean, really good stuff. I mean, Terry Kath was a damn good guitarist. He wasn't better than Hendrix, but he was close. He was pretty good. He was pretty good. And it's really too bad that he was doing Russian roulette, and he goes, because see, everybody thinks he committed suicide. No, he didn't. He got careless, and he thought the gun wasn't loaded, and he goes boom, because there was one round in the chamber, and he blew his brains out. He died. He was about 32 years old, roughly, when he died. That's a really sad way to die. It's a really sad way to die. And everybody thinks, oh, he's burning in hell. He might not have been. How do you know? It's for Christ our Savior to decide whether they go to heaven or not. Not us. Not me, not you, not anybody else. It's Jesus Christ, the Son of God. It's his decision. Okay. So towards the end of the album, I started editing this video, and then after the editing was done, I'm filming this right as we speak. Tomorrow is a day off for me, and I tell you, I'm not going to have no fun, but I'm going to be busy. And here's what that means. I have 2 items that I must ship. One is a Rubbermaid, I think it would be like a 6-quart or an 8-quart, either a 2-quart, a 4-quart, or a 6-quart iced tea beverage pitcher. Used for iced tea, orange juice, Kool-Aid, protein drinks, whatever you want to put in there. And the other thing is a very nice wallet that says "Escape from Alcatraz." It's animated. I think it might have been put out by DC Comics. In fact, I'm going to go get that. I'm going to go verify something. Here it is. And why don't I crack it open and take a look? No, it's not DC Comics. It is Comic Official Series. And see, this is what it looks like on the inside. Yeah, I used this wallet for several months until I just got sick of it. And I went on eBay, and I can't demonstrate everything, but I'll demonstrate this much. See this? Ta-da! That looks to me like it's possibly near Malibu or somewhere in, I would assume, Southern California. It might be Northern California, but to me it feels and looks like Southern California. But there's a lot of similarities on the coastal area. So this where this image is based after, it could be anywhere. And I'm going to put that in a nice little box, and I'm going to put that in a nice 6x9 envelope, and I'm going to tape it up really good, and I'm going to put some stuff, I want to say stuffing, but some packaging to help minimize the fragility or the fragile aspects of the package. And I'm also going to be sending something else out if they pay by tomorrow. Because if they don't pay by tomorrow, I can't really raise a fuss, because there's a little bit of a message that comes up. And I'm also going to do some other things. But as of right now, I think I'm going to do the I'm going to do this vlog, and I'm going to do some more editing to it, and then I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to upload it. Well, after spending a few minutes carefully thinking about something else to discuss, I really don't have anything else to discuss. But I'd like to say thank you, everyone, for watching this vlog. And I don't know how many days I've been had the YouTube channel just quite yet, but I'm going to do some careful research, and it will be in the title as to how many days my YouTube channel has been in existence. So thank you very much, everyone, and goodbye now. Thanks a lot.